Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is as ratchet and as ghetto as they come. We've got a question for you, Texas. What are you doing?
Texas, what are y'all doing? Are y'all really proud of the representation y'all getting from Jasmine Crockett? I'm serious. Are y'all proud at the way Jasmine Crockett carries herself in Congress? Jasmine Crockett is a racist, trashy, ghetto piece of mess. Yep, I said it. Y'all get mad at me all y'all want. I stand 10 toes down on what I said. I said it, I meant it. She's a ghetto, trashy, racist piece of crap. Jasmine Crockett's mouth is completely filthy to be in Congress. For her to be representing the American people, her mouth is filthy. She don't even know when to cut it off. I don't care what she say at home and how she talk at home, but when you're in Congress representing the people of the United States of America, representing the people of your district, you should know how to act and how to control yourself. Her mouth is ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. My mouth can be ridiculous sometimes, but I'm not in Congress. I'm not representing a certain district of people who put me in office. And you can best believe if I was, I would know how to act and how to carry myself. Even if you disagree with someone, you should know how to carry yourself. Jasmine Crockett is a piece of ghetto trash. And I'm so sick of y'all out here telling myself, oh, Jasmine Crockett is a strong black woman. Jasmine Crockett don't take no mess. Oh, Jasmine Crockett, she'll tell you off. Jasmine Crockett is a ghetto piece of trash who do not know how to control herself or do not know how to act in Congress. And it is what it is. I mean, are y'all really proud of this? Women, are we? Is this what represent us? Are these the type of women that we want representing us in Congress? I'm serious. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Latino. I don't care what you are. Is this what you want representing us as women? And stop lumping all us black women up together, acting like we agree with this bull crap that Jasmine Crockett doing, because we don't. Jasmine Crockett is a mess. Texas, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, Texas? At this point, everything is a joke. This is a joke. The Democratic Party already is a joke. And if Jasmine Crockett is supposed to be the new face of the Democratic Party, she's supposed to be the new leader of the Democratic Party. Child, y'all in more trouble than I even thought. And it is what it is.
Jasmine Crockett, a.k.a. ghetto-fied ratchet Hackett. And I'm going to go 11 toes in for that. Hello, friend, and welcome to The Conservative Poet. My name is Amania. Here on the channel, we do political reactions, we do a little commentary, some parody to drive home the crazies that we're seeing in the society. If that is something that is interesting to you, then please stick around. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't figured it out, friends, we're talking today about Congresswoman Ratchet Hatchet. When I tell you this girl is beyond disgrace, they call her that she's supposed to be this strong black woman, and she's fighting for the people. She doesn't represent me as a woman, as a black woman, as a human being. No, this person is so vile, but it kind of makes me wonder, was she always this way? Because some video has come out showing that she actually has some decorum before she went into the national stage. She was a state representative in Texas before, and she was never like this. At least there's no footage showing that she was like this. But now she has become ghettofied. And when you're looking at this person, I can't believe that she's actually in the Congress, that she actually has a mouth that is so filthy that she is able to be an elected official doing the people's business in the people's house with that kind of ratchet attitude, that kind of ratchet mouth, that kind of ratchet behavior. Yes. This is who we're talking about. She doesn't represent me. She doesn't represent black women. She doesn't represent black people. She just doesn't represent people, period.
Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year. You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was. But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need. Listen, he up there, he's hearing all kinds of nonsense and bullshit. Let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that shit. We wouldn't, you know. But when she called me and said, I think it's time for me to retire, and you're the one that I believe should take my seat, I really was kind of caught off guard. I didn't anticipate that. If anyone knows anything about the congresswoman, they know. We showed up, and if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense, so please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do, for sure. We got some cool shirts. You know, the congressional seat is over 4 times as large as my House seat. And I was just starting to get into the rhythm of doing constituent services and things like that. We got Madam Williams, who just happens to have the honorary seat. It's not even honorary because she's holding it down, y'all. But the legend himself, John Lewis, that is the seat in which she currently serves. So she honored his legacy. This is the message that she wanted to send today.
So you just saw that split screen of the older or the previous version of Jasmine Crockett and the version that we are seeing right now. So, do you believe that maybe Jasmine Crockett is now just a tool for the Democrat Party, and they're saying to her, well, this is what we want you to be like. This is what you're supposed to portray yourself as. And so now she's out here being this stereotypical, Shanae black ghetto person. Because again, this is what they think of black people. And so why are they doing that? Is it because maybe Jasmine Crockett is being pushed out there because they want to run her for president, and or this is her aspirations to run for president, and so she's out here making these videos, these TikToks, these things, and being and saying these wild and out there things so she could go viral, and so people could actually get to know her name. I mean, I don't understand it, because this is 2 different people from what I am seeing. This girl in the first shot is reserved. I mean, she's articulate. Jasmine Crockett has had a world-class education. She's been educated with white folks. World-class education. And you can see that in the video from the past, as opposed to the filthy mouth that we see now. I mean, for me, it's night and day. Like, what happened to Jasmine Crockett? And why is it that she's out here in this format when you can clearly tell she has an understanding of decorum and ratchetness? I'm just so curious to understand, why is this happening this way? Because she's a very intelligent person, I would assume, because of the education that she has received. So is she just playing the game of, okay, we wanted you to go out here to do this and do that and be this way. Okay, well, you know what, I'll do it. Is it for more money? Is it for exposure? Why do this? I mean, we know that Democrats has no morals, but the person that I saw in that split, it seems to me like that person had a different perspective on things. Even though she's Democrat, she probably had some moral settings, but right now what we're seeing is there's all that has gone out the window. And why is the question, is what I'm asking. Why? Talk to me in the comments and tell me, what do you think? Why do you think Jasmine Crockett has done this like 180 from what she was into what she is now, this hatchet, ghetto-fied, useless human being, compared to somebody else who had a different perspective, different way of presenting the arguments and talking to the public? Why do you think that is? Talk to me about that in the comments. So next, we're going to take a look at some of the news media and what they're saying in reference to Jasmine Crockett and her her way of being presented to the American people as this ghetto-fied Shanae Hackett. Thank you, everyone who has been supporting the conservative poet. I owe you a debt of gratitude. And if you haven't supported the channel, you can do so now. We have new merch that you can purchase, candles, mugs, all kinds of great merch. Please visit theorlandopatriot.com and get yourself 30% off. Thank you so much.
Here's the thing, though. If you have kids, you know the rule is the last thing you want to be is cringe, right? If you're going to do it, you got to do it well, and you're not supposed to be cringy. That was cringy. So was this by Representative Jasmine Crockett, who I think is 42 years old, not 28. Someone should have told her that before she dropped this video before the State of the Union or joint address to Congress last night. Watch.
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Like
hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like go. Must have on a beat, bro. Deep boat in the
doing a little Kendrick Lamar dance.
Man down, call an amber lamps. Tell them breathe.
Two backups.
Tell them boys, get across, they walk around like G's. What's up with these?
I will say that version's better than the one that Dick Durbin did. I don't know if you saw that one, but hers is better. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. I just like the thought of Dick Durbin doing his version.
Oh my God. That was too much for my brain to handle.
Okay, we have one more reaction to the Trump speech. This is Jasmine Crockett.
He up there, he's hearing all kinds of nonsense. And let me just be real. And we weren't gonna sit for that. We wouldn't, you know. We showed up. And if he had some sense, then maybe we would have been about that life. But y'all know he ain't got no sense. So please give some love. This took a little bit of coordinating to do for sure. We got some cool shirts. We got Madam Williams, who just happens to have the honorary seat. It's not even honorary because she holding it down, y'all.
We weren't going to sit for that. We're not about that life. That's a sitting member of Congress. 20 years ago, it was considered comically ridiculous that members of Congress would use Ebonics. In fact, it was so absurd, it was so outrageous that Mike Judge imagined it would take 500 years to get to this point. That's how far-fetched it was 20 years ago. And now we're here.
So it appears that Jasmine Crockett is the leader and the face of the Democrat Party. And many find that to be funny. And there's all kinds of memes in reference to this woman and her ratchetness and how she is out here doing this thing. You saw it, Megyn Kelly. This is what they're literally making fun of her. But I know that they don't care, and she doesn't care. She just sees as, oh, they're coming for the black woman, and I gotta push back. I gotta fight. I gotta, be out here in the trenches fighting. But Jasmine, honey, what you're doing is not a good look. It's not a good look for yourself. It's not a good look, even if it's for more money. Honey, you're $9 million rich. You get a $174,000 salary. You've got yourself several properties. Do you really need more money? If you're doing this for more money. I mean, I don't think selling your soul in this manner to really literally put yourself out there to be ridiculed like some puppet. It's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. I think you should really change course because we can tell that is not who you really are. And so again, you're just being pushed out here to be used once again because of your skin color. And that's all they're doing. And you're falling for hook, line, and sinker. If it's for more money, I don't get it. I'm going to play a couple of clips from her recent travelings across the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine Hatchet Crockett Ghetto-fied Shanae.
Tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, You are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs, because they know that if they've already gone after affirmative action and they're saying, you know what, don't allow them to come into, say, these PWIs, as we call them, don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing us in. And now they're saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because they don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett. Well, he did say he'd be a dictator on day one. Oh, Democrats, you know, it's just Trump. He just talks. Well, let me tell you something. He is doing more than talking. We talked about Project 2025. We talked about the consolidation of power. We talked about how he wanted to be a king. We talked about in a democratic republic, that is not what it is. We have some sort of checks and balances, and he is doing everything that he can to get rid of those checks and balances. The DOJ and the people that he's going after were simply doing their jobs. The problem is that Americans thought that it was okay to take a full-fledged criminal and make him the president of the United States, and then they want to act aghast when he does criminal things. Let me tell you, we have a thug in charge of the United States, and if we don't wake up, we may not have a United States, because right now he has only been successful in being a divider in chief. Let me ask each of the mayors, just yes or no. Have any of you been made aware of any immigrant that has had 34 felony convictions that has still been able to roam around in your cities? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
34 felony convictions.
No,
from the
Congresswoman.
immigrants. Anybody?
I'm not aware.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious because we are so concerned about crime, and I know that my Republican colleagues would never want anybody with 34 felony convictions roaming around, because that could be a danger to the community, but I will move on. If you are trying to conduct audits and figure out where the waste, fraud, and abuse is, I don't know why you would go to some tech guy. In fact, it was only techies that were sitting there at inauguration. We didn't have auditors. I would welcome auditors to come in and do forensic audits. In fact, he sat there in the Oval Office yesterday and he admitted that he was lying, and he was using his propaganda machine to do it when he said that we sent millions of dollars to Gaza for condoms. That was a lie. So let me tell you something.
The gentlelady's time has expired.
It's time for
the
us
gentlelady's
to do our
time
job
has expired.
and rein in this rogue actor known
The gentlelady's
as
time has expired. I now recognize the gentleman from Missouri, Mr. Burleson.
It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated, because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want them to go and round people up on civil accusations. And so that's why I wanted to point out, don't give me this fake outrage about criminals roaming our streets when you guys stand 10 toes down for the biggest criminal that we have ever seen go into the White House.
So there you have it. A few moments from Jasmine Crockett, Ratchet Hatchet. And I'm over it. I feel like this girl is just going to continue. She's going to go deeper and deeper and deeper with this, because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why. If it's for more money, if it's, to put her name out there, if it's to go viral, whatever it is, I'm not sure what it is. So we're going to leave it there. You saw in that last clipping, she's fighting for illegals, stating once again that people walking into this country illegally, illegal aliens walking in, and it's not a crime. I mean, this is a sitting congresswoman who's supposed to be fighting for we the people, we the Americans. I mean, I just don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And please give me your thoughts and ideas on to why you think that she is doing this. Why do you think that this is currently happening? Talk to me about that in the comments. God bless you and keep you. Don't forget to go to the OrlandoPatriot.com. Get 30% off your purchase. We've got merch. We've got mugs. We've got t-shirts. We've got candles. Go there, get something, support the conservative poet and what we're doing here. So once again, God bless and keep, and I will see you in another video.